Hello, it's Reese from Reese. Today I want to talk about why Webflow sucks. There are a couple reasons. In theory, it's a great idea, and maybe it is if you actually take the time to learn it. But there's just a really steep learning curve, and I tried it out. I tried making a website. I couldn't really make a good website in it, even though I can code websites fairly well. And it's just not very intuitive. It's like less intuitive than actually coding a website. And that's a problem. So I thought I would share my opinion on why Webflow sucks. In my mind, there are like 2 or 3 reasons. So let's get into the first point. Number 1, there's just a really steep learning curve because you have to learn the basics of like coding, because it's what I call code, like a UI for code kind of thing, right? They try to like replicate all the benefits of coding but with a UI, which is fair. And then number 2, I think there's just I'll get into that a little bit actually. So let's go deeper into point number 1. So super 1 to switch to my screen. I haven't done this. My first time recording with OBS. So, yeah. So here's the UI, right? And the thing is, there's steeper learning curves because you have to learn twice. You have to learn the basics of programming, and you have to learn this UI. So let's look at this. Let's try to create. Let's go to this plus. Okay, how do I create a text block? Okay, let's add a container. I have to add. Okay, this container's pretty width. I don't like the width of this container per se, but okay. And like this navigator thing is weird. Usually I would just look in my code and see body and then my div and then all that stuff. I mean, I guess this works, but you know, I'm missing things like the Bootstrap grid already, but I'll get into that in a bit. Let's add a text block. Let's add that here. This is a div. Okay, how do I have to add margin? I usually don't have to add much margin because Bootstrap does that for me. Let's go here. Okay, I guess I can double click to edit text. That's kind of nice. Test 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay, right. Renders on mobile. Renders on tab. Look, it gets like cut off. The mobile optimization is not on by default. That sucks. Now I have to change. I have to add margin for it to work right on mobile and stuff. That sucks. That sucks. I have to do things multiple times. While with Bootstrap and like my libraries, or the meta tag, I just add the meta tag and everything wraps. I don't have that problem of everything not being aligned right. Yeah, you have to have the components that work with it, but it's fairly easy to find components with Bootstrap. So that's the first reason. I have to learn 2 things, and the mobile optimization's not there, and just stuff like that. Okay. We're done with this. The other reason. Bootstrap. I'm missing my Bootstrap components. Let's hop over to the components here. Look at all these free things that I can use. Alerts. Look at all these nice alerts that I can make with JavaScript. One of my favorite tools, the Jumbotron. It's this nice hero that I quite like, and I use it quite a bit. I can't just quickly grab this as long as I have the Bootstrap library and I'm done. So watch this. This is how easy it is to create a mobile responsive website with something like Bootstrap rather than creating it in Webflow. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, Done. 15 seconds. Now I'm getting some errors because it's just not happy with me that I'm doing the because I'm a CodePen. So I'm not super CodePen person. But look how easy this is. And then if we pop the Control-Shift-M, oh look, it's mobile responsive. Look at that, mobile responsive wrapping text. Look at that, amazing, right? That was 15 seconds. I created a hero, and I imported the Bootstrap getting started thing. That is significantly slower if I were to create a hero in Webflow. Maybe if I learned Webflow, that would work. But the thing about Bootstrap is I just get these nice, good-looking, reusable components that I can make that make my actual website building really easy. And I don't have that in Webflow. I'm also missing things like Vue.js to manipulate data on my sites. I'm missing if I want to use Materialize. Don't have that. Material design icons, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that are just missing from Webflow. Also, custom CSS. On the free plan, anyway, I can't add custom CSS. What the heck? That's ridiculous. So, I mean, it's just, there's a lot of things that just slow me down in Webflow as a coder. I've used Squarespace, and I'm faster in Squarespace than I am in Webflow. As a coder, I get nice although, to be fair, I am paying for Squarespace. But, you know, I get custom CSS, easy way to add code blocks if I want to add a component from Bootstrap or something. Like, it's just so much easier to do things in Squarespace, even with code, than it is in Webflow, because I have to learn two things. Their UI, so I know, okay, I want to position XYZ button. I want to add some margin. Okay, I just go find the button. Okay, it's class BTN. Okay, .btn, you know. How do I, and then margin colon 10px. 10px. See, okay, move the button. Yay, cool. Alright, I go over to Webflow. Oh, right, I don't even have a hero, but if I want to move the text block, how do I do that? I have to learn how to do that in Webflow. It's here, but some things are actually more complicated things, and CSS are much harder to do with the UI. So, let's get super 2. So let's get back to, so that's why I think Webflow sucks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm Reese from Reese. Hit subscribe. Bye for now. See you next Saturday. Bye.